All right, I'm the Flight Rate Master, and today we're talking about should you be a mechanic slash technician in 2020. A couple years ago, I think it was 2018, I did a video response to Hummel Mechanics, same thing, should you be a mechanic in 2018, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it was 2018. And the simple answer is, well, yes, if it's right for you. If you're into the nuts and bolts end of this business, if you like turning, using your hands, turning wrenches, there's still a place for you. You can still make a very good living doing ball joints, doing brakes, doing all that kind of stuff. There's still a place for you. And again, you can definitely make a good living at it. But here's the thing. All right, back in the day, they put the stupid kids in the auto shop class, when I was growing up. They put those kids in the auto shop class because, that's all they could do. They, must be good with their hands if they're not real bright. That is not the case anymore. When with today's technology, you can't even do some brake jobs without a scan tool. The days of the dumb mechanics are long gone. Again, even brake jobs. This is no longer the time for dumb mechanics. The guys, the kids that, were failing everything and they just needed a place to stick them so they wouldn't get in trouble. It's not that time anymore. Doing a simple brake job on a vehicle with an electronic parking brake requires a scan tool. So you're not going to be able to be just a nuts and bolts guy anymore. It's getting more and more complex every day. So really we need the smart kids. Boys and girls, we need technicians that can diagnose complex network systems. We need people that can diagnose, very extensive camera systems. I mean, think about it. We've got, radar on cars. We've got, camera systems that you can see all around the car. We've got collision avoidance systems that need to be reset after any repairs are done. We need smart kids. If you're looking at IT versus auto repair, they're kind of similar, except you get the more hands-on kind of nuts and bolts thing. And if you're that high-level technician, now you're not going to get there in your first couple years, guaranteed. You can make good money, but coming out of the gate, you're going to be doing the bottom level stuff. I don't care how good you did in school, it's the way of the world. Same with any other job. You're going to start at the bottom and work your way up. It can be a very rewarding career as you get instant satisfaction. You fix that car, you get to, give it back to the customer, fixed, you did something. A lot of other careers, you don't have that, oh, I wrote a report and people read it. To some extent, this career does definitely appeal to the younger generation, way younger than me, as it is very instant gratification. You pull a car in, you figure out what's wrong with it, you get parts ordered, you fix it, you pull it out, everybody's happy, you make money. The reward for that satisfaction is high. There's issues in this industry as there's issues in every other industry. Doesn't matter what it is. Again, you're going to start on the bottom. There's no way around that. 2, you're going to have to buy tools. And the good thing is with, the internet and great products coming out of Taiwan, etc., you don't have to spend anywhere near as much as guys back in when I was coming up, because there was Craftsman, SK, which at that point was horrendous, and the tool trucks. There's options on not spending a fortune on tools to get into this industry. But it is a caveat. You are going to have to buy tools. You are going to have to, spend money to make money. It is part of this industry. But on the other side of it, you get to play with tools. Depending on which way you go, again, there's career paths. You can go nuts and bolts and mostly do R&R and, replacing XYZ part, or you can go the diagnostic route, the high-level technician. It can be a lot more frustrating, a lot more rewarding in both mental and financial situations. To some extent, it can be less rewarding in financial. You usually make more, but you tend to have to fight for some of your money. It is a caveat. But overall, it's a great career. One of the things about auto repair is you're always going to be in demand. There's always shops that need technicians. And it's a skill set that, yeah, you can get rusty if you get out of it for a few years, but the nuts and bolts knowledge really never goes away. You just have to learn updated systems. As cars develop, they change, just like everything else. And it is a guaranteed job as long as your health holds out, which we'll get into that in a minute. You can always find work. As long as you've got tools and you have the skills, you can always find work. Now, here is some of the things that are always a concern in auto repair. It is hard on your body. If you look at my hands and you can see scars and all that kind of stuff, it does take a toll. It is a very physical job. You're sticking your hands in places they ought not be. You're sticking your hands next to hot things that hurt. You're up and down all day long. You're on your knees, you're on your feet. It is a physically demanding job. That is something you need to take in consideration if you're looking at this as a career. If you already have physical problems, you've already got bad knees, you've already got a, screwed up back, you've already got, football injuries or, just problems in general, may not be the path you want to choose. You might want to choose a career that is less intensive on your body. It does take a toll. As the saying goes, mechanics don't retire, they die. It used to be true, and a lot of mechanics died because they smoked, they drank, they didn't take care of themselves. Yeah, I don't do any of those things. You are going to be around a lot of chemicals that, aren't good for you. So again, it does take a toll on your body, so keep that in mind. But it can be a great career option, especially if you're more in the technical end of the business rather than the nuts and bolts. There is going to be a divide in skill sets in this industry. The guys in the middle are going to get pushed down. The guys in the top are going to get pushed up. It's just the way of the world. With hybrids, you're not going to be doing as many brake jobs. With hybrids, you're going to be doing more network diagnostics. With camera systems, again, there's going to be a divide, so you need to pick which way you want to go and decide which way is the way for you. Me personally, I love having a scan tool or scope in my hand rather than a wrench. But I still have to turn wrenches every day. I still have to fix cars. I don't get to play all day, so I hope you thought this video was informative. If you're thinking about career in auto repair, make sure and subscribe, hit that like button, and as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.